Om Shanti, good morning. Welcome. Today we are revising Baptada's Murli of 4th September 2005. And in this Murli, Baba is especially talking about integrating purity with blessings. Baba is saying how the more we stay in our truth of purity, the reality of purity, the royalty of purity, the personality of purity, we as spiritual beings playing our roles on this stage, the physical world. And then this results in our experience of fullness, when we souls experience complete fullness. And with that experience of fullness, the soul experiences a mind that only engages in blessings. Just like a butterfly just flies and spreads happiness. And the mind that is completely full and pure constantly gives and receives blessings. And so today Baba is taking us into the subtleties of purity and blessings. So let us invoke Baba as we revise his Murli. Do not just give teachings, have mercy and forgiveness. To have mercy is to have good wishes and pure feelings. Give blessings and receive blessings to transform your home into an ashram. An ashram is where a living deity lives. And so when the soul is completely full with purity, with blessings, good wishes, then automatically wherever the soul is, it becomes an ashram. Baba says, today, Bapdada is seeing the lines of purity on the forehead of all the children. Because the foundation of Brahmin life is purity. Do you know what the lines of purity are? Everyone loves purity. Purity is the mother of happiness, peace, love, and bliss. So we souls are completely pure. There's nothing that is foreign that we allow inside of us. And with this purity, with this light of truth, automatically we experience happiness, peace, love, and bliss. Purity is the true decoration of human life. If there is no purity, human life has no value. And so we souls, when we come onto this stage to play our part, the value of our role is in the purity of our inner self. You can see that deities are pure, and this is why they are worthy of respect and worthy of worship. When there is no purity, you can see the human life of today. And purity is very simply just being my true self, is to be pure. not allowing or not engaging in anything that doesn't really belong to I, the soul. And I'm completely operating from this light of truth, then it is purity, pure. Just like Baba, Baba experiences a mind of constant purity. Bab Dada gave all of you children this blessing for your Brahmin life. May you be pure, may you be yogi. In Hindi, it's called Yogi Bano, Pavitra Bano. The activity, behavior, and face of a soul who has purity sparkles. So the souls on this stage, the path is revealed by our activity, behavior, and face. And so when the soul shines in the light of purity, then automatically all these three sparkle. This is why purity is that which makes your life elevated. In fact, the original form of all of you children is purity. Your eternal form is also purity. As souls, as beings of light, we are pure. And when we descend onto the stage, in the golden age, we embody purity. The speciality of such souls is that the personality of purity are always visible in their life. It's like we saw Brahma Baba, the personality of Brahma Baba. Baba says the reality of purity and the royalty of purity is visible on the face and in the activity of such souls. Reality, when we souls in our eternal stage, real. It's like when we experience ourselves, then this stage, this drama, this role world, it looks like a fiction and a story. But the reality, the real life feels when we are in our home and we are with Baba, our family, in our eternal stage. And so the reality of purity and the royalty of purity. With this reality comes royalty. It's like royalty. It's like that dignity, that extraordinariness is visible, just like in Baba and Dadis. These lines are the decoration of your life. The reality is, I, the soul, in my original and eternal form. That's the reality. Because when we forgot ourselves from the beginning of the Copper Age onwards, it's like that is not real us. That is the false image created by Maya. But the real self, the real I, the soul in my original and eternal form. By having this awareness, you become powerful. The royalty is that you yourself have your self-respect and you move along giving respect to everyone. So with this awareness of our reality, then when we come into the role, then the role is royal. And there is an exchange of the energy of respect. And the personality is to have constant contentment and happiness. You yourself are content, and you make all others content. Because the soul is full, there is no feeling of needing anything from the drama. That's why the personality is of contentment and happiness. There are also many attainments through purity. You know what attainments Bap Dada has given all of you children, do you not? With how many treasures has He filled you? If you were to keep these attainments in your awareness, you would become full. All the attainments from Baba. What are the attainments, the treasures? The first treasure you've been given is the treasure of knowledge, through which you become free from sorrow and anxiety whilst living your life. With knowledge, with this clarity, comes freedom. Because then there is no confusion. I, the soul, am able to live a life of truth and clarity. And so automatically there is freedom. You become free from waste thoughts, negative thoughts, sinful thoughts, and sinful actions. Because all these are the darkness. And when I, the soul, I am in light, then there is no room for any of this to enter. If you have any wasteful or sinful thoughts, then through the power of knowledge, you become victorious. Because we realize that all these thoughts are emerging from insecurities rooted in falsehood. We are pure, we are in our truth, and there is no room for any of these wasteful, negative thoughts. You are victorious. The second treasure is remembrance, yoga. So when I, the soul, through knowledge, I live in freedom and clarity, no waste thoughts, then I experience Baba's true, unadulterated remembrance, yoga, through which you attain the powers. And on the basis of all the powers, you easily overcome all problems and obstacles. Because the battery is charged and the soul automatically overcomes all the problems and obstacles. Then the third treasure is dharana, through which you attain all virtues. Dharana, I'm able to hold on to Baba's powers. And when I hold on to Baba's powers, Baba's personality, then Baba's virtues, godly virtues, automatically enter the soul. And these are what we inculcate. And then the fourth treasure is service. By doing service, you receive blessings from those you serve. And you also receive happiness. All of you children receive all these many treasures from the Father. And so we souls are receiving from Baba. So there's no much effort needed in any of these. Only when I experience my truth, the soul, and then all of these knowledge, yoga, dharana, service, automatically the soul receives from Baba. The Father gives all of you equal treasures. It isn't that He gives less treasures to some and more treasures to others. But there is a difference in those who take. Some children attain the treasures and eat, drink, and enjoy themselves and use up everything in their enjoyment. Some children eat, drink, and enjoy themselves and also accumulate. Accumulate. Some children use everything, but they also continue to increase it. And so these treasures, Baba is saying, to keep on increasing. And the key to increasing the treasures is to use them for the self and for others. This is where the law of karma comes in. When I, the soul, come into the action. And when the actions are integrating these treasures, and just like what I give, I receive. That's the law of karma. And so the more these treasures are shared in our actions, the more they keep on multiplying. And so then the key of increasing treasures is to use them for the self and for others. Those who use them, increase them. So ask yourself, have I accumulated these special treasures? Have you accumulated them? What would you say? Yes, or only a little? Those who have accumulated these treasures always remain full. Look, anything that is full doesn't have any fluctuation. When it is not full, it fluctuates and shakes. Anything that is not completely full will shake. Here too, if you're not full of all treasures, then there is upheaval. So if there is any upheaval, feeling of upheaval in the mind, it just means that I need to focus more on filling myself with all the treasures from Baba. And when the soul is full, then nothing in the drama can shake the soul. Always have the intoxication that the Father's treasures are your birthright. The Father gave them and you took them. So to whom do all the treasures belong? They belong to you, do they not? Those who have these treasures remain so intoxicated. It's like for I, the soul, to feel these treasures because Baba has given these treasures to me as an inheritance. And so my account is full. And when the account is full, just like in locking, when the accounts are full and overflowing and the bank balance is very, the same way when I, the soul, am full of all treasures, then there is intoxication. A young prince, a child of a king, is not even aware of what treasures his father has. Yet, he has the intoxication that his father's treasures are his treasures. And he has the happiness of owning those treasures. So Baba is shifting our consciousness from owning anything in the drama to owning treasures that belong to Baba, and through Baba to I, the soul. Because the moment I, the soul, feel that I own anything in the drama, that's an invitation to Maya. And so Baba is shifting the consciousness. So I own only the treasures of Baba. That is what I own. If there is little happiness, what is the reason for that? The Father gave you the treasures. You heard Baba. However, one type are those who listen, and the others are those who merge them into themselves. So those who merge them are the ones who stay intoxicated. So we souls merge Baba's treasures. Today, new children have come. Bap Dada is giving all of you lucky children congratulations for your fortune. Have you recognized your fortune? Have you recognized it? You have received God's love, imperishable love, which doesn't last for just one birth. This love remains all the time, for many births, because this time that you are now passing through is also the fortunate age of the confluence. The golden age is also said to be fortunate, but the present confluence age is even more fortunate than that. Why? It is only at this confluence age that you receive the blessing and inheritance of constant fortune from the Father. Because only at the confluence age, I, the soul, experience Baba. So at such a confluence age, at such a fortunate time, all of you have arrived here to claim your fortune. Bap Dada will tell you children a method for very easy effort. Because you want something easy, do you not? And so now Baba is sharing a very easy effort so that we constantly stay in clarity, constantly stay with Baba. We don't want anything difficult, do you? These children have found the easy method for fortune. They have received it, have you not? It is the easiest of all. Do not do anything else, but just do one thing. You can do one thing, can you not? Say yes or no. Say Hanji. So the easiest method of all is, from Amrit Vela, whoever you meet, receive blessings from him and give blessings. Blessings. So that the mind is constantly engaged in this energy of blessings. Blessings. It's like when the soul is full, then the soul is just experiencing, giving, and then receiving blessings, good wishes, blessings. Even if an angry person comes, you just give blessings to him and receive blessings from him. Because blessings are an easy tool for intense effort. Like Dadiji used to say, don't get too much involved in a lot of work in your effort, but the more we are engaging with drama, because from Amrit Vela on, the moment I, the soul, incarnate into the body, then I am on the field of action, drama. Then the more I'm engaging in the energy of blessings, the more automatically it's like I receive blessings from the drama. And then there is no bondage. Then there is automatic freedom and remembrance of Baba becomes natural. Baba says, just as through science, a rocket carries out its task so fast, in the same way, to give blessings and to receive blessings is a very easy method to move forward. At Amrit Vela, take blessings from the Father through easy remembrance. And throughout the day, give blessings and receive blessings. Can you do this? Can you do this? If you can do this, then raise your hands. There's nothing that we have to do but just absorb blessings from Baba and then just to share it. What would you do if someone has bad wishes for you? What if someone repeatedly troubles you? Look, you are bestowers, the children of God, the children of the bestower. You are master bestowers, are you not? So what's the duty of a bestower? To give. So the best thing of all is to give blessings. It does not matter what someone may be like. He is still your brother or sister. So from the unlimited perspective, from Baba's perspective, whatever someone's role is doesn't matter because it's their role. But the moment I look at the soul, automatically blessings emerge. The children of God are your brothers and sisters, are they not? So the other person is a child of God, your godly brother or godly sister. So what would you give that one? Bad wishes? Does the father ever have bad wishes? Would he do that? Does he do that? Yes or no? Say yes or no. You will then remain very happy and you don't have bad wishes. Why? Because if you give blessings to those who have bad wishes for you, whether they give them or not, you just continue to receive blessings. So why would there be sorrow? So I receive only what I give, not what the others give, because according to the law of karma. And so when I give blessings, I automatically receive blessings, irrespective of what others are giving. Bap Dada is giving you children who have come one blessing. If you remember this blessing, you will always remain happy. Should Baba tell you the blessing? Will you listen to it? The blessing is, if someone gives you sorrow, don't take it. They may give, but you mustn't take it. The one who gives it has given it, but you are the ones who take, are you not? The one who gives is not the one who takes. If they are giving you sorrow or anxiety, that is something bad, is it not? Do you like sorrow? You don't like it, do you? So it is something bad, is it not? So would you take something bad? If someone gives you something bad, would you take it? Would you? You would not. So why do you take it? You don't take it, do you not? If you take sorrow, then who is it that becomes unhappy? Do you become unhappy or does the other person? The one who takes is more unhappy. If you don't take sorrow from now, then half your sorrow is removed. You will not take it, will you? So I, the soul, just have this awareness. What I'm taking from the drama. This drama is the role world. What is it that I'm taking? And it is my choice. Then instead of sorrow, you will give that one happiness. And so you will receive blessings, will you not? Then you will remain happy and your treasure store of blessings will continue to become full. No matter what souls are like, you just take blessings from every soul. Have good wishes and pure feelings. This is the undercurrent, Baba is saying, the focus, whilst interacting with everyone, whilst being on the field of action. But the undercurrent is this, even whilst working in a team, but the focus to give and receive blessings. So with this undercurrent, with this energy, then automatically this constant happiness emerges. Baba says, what happens sometimes when someone does something that is not right, you try to give him or her teachings. I will put this one right. You give them teachings. Give teachings, but the most elevated method of giving teachings is to give teachings in the form of forgiveness. Do not just give teachings. Shiksha, have mercy and forgiveness. Rehem and Kshama. And then also give teachings. Remember 3 words, teachings and mercy and forgiveness. Shiksha, Rehem, Kshama. If you give that one teachings whilst being merciful, your teachings will then work. And that's the principle. If any field, whenever we may be giving teachings in our Lokik work or family, anywhere in the field of seva, if you're not merciful in giving those teachings will go in one ear and out of the other. And so teachings, again, on the level of the drama, but then on the level of the soul, this feeling of mercy and forgiveness. So the focus should be on mercy and forgiveness. And then the teachings have the power. Then they will work. Baba says, those teachings will not then be imbibed. It is like that, is it not? Do you have this experience? You know how to become a teacher quickly, but you also have to forgive. The two have to be simultaneous. Have mercy from now on. The method to have mercy is to have good wishes and pure feelings. Shubh Bhavna and Shubh Kamna. You speak of good wishes, do you not? It is said, true love even turns stone to water. True love, patthar ko bhi pani kar deta hai, sacha pyar. In the same way, by giving teachings in the form of forgiveness, the thing that you want someone else to do or not do will take place. The impact of your giving teachings whilst being merciful will transform the hard heart of the other person. And that's what we see in Baba. When Baba gives teachings, it's so much filled with mercy and forgiveness. And it's so uplifting that the soul is able to absorb it, imbibe it. So what blessing did you receive? Do not take sorrow and do not give sorrow. Do you like it? Do you like it? Now don't take sorrow. Don't make this mistake. Since the Father doesn't give you sorrow, you have to follow the Father, do you not? So are you doing this? Sometimes you tell someone off. Now don't tell anyone off. Have mercy. Give teachings with mercy. By repeatedly telling someone off, that soul becomes like an enemy, or there is dislike for that one. You are the children of God, are you not? So just as the Father is the one who purifies the impure, can you not give happiness to those who are unhappy? Now try this out. When you go back, will you try it? You will try it, will you not? Baba is giving us this homework. So first of all, charity begins at home. If someone in the family causes you sorrow, even then don't take sorrow. Give them blessings. Be merciful. First of all, become like this with your family members. So those with whom we have regular interaction, because we have the largest karmic accounts with them. The impact on your family will then create an impact in your area, community. The community will create an impact on the country. And the country will create an impact on the world. It is easy, is it not? Begin this with your family. Because if even one person becomes angry, what does the atmosphere at the home feel like? Does it feel like a home or a battlefield? Do you like it at that time? You do not like it, do you? This is for all of you too, to the Madhavan residents. With your companions and your workers, do not give sorrow and do not take sorrow. Give blessings and receive blessings. If at such a time you say with the right from your heart, my Baba, God, my Baba, it is then said, God is always present. If you say from your heart at such a time with the right, my Baba, Mera Baba, then the Father, the Lord becomes present. Because then I'm invoking Baba. Baba becomes present, available. What is the Father for? He exists for the children. And it is not possible for the Father to not cooperate with the children who have a right. Impossible. So go back this transformation. Do not go back just as you came here. Go back with some transformation. Let us maybe pause here. Let us take a moment to absorb Baba's Murli. The soul's completely pure. In the reality, the royalty, the personality of purity. We engage with drama, with the energy of blessings, good wishes, pure feelings. That's all we know. There's nothing else that we souls come under the influence of. Baba has made us full of all the treasures. And these treasures, we increase as we use them. Just say, my Baba. We feel Baba right here, right now. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Thank you. Maybe we can share our thoughts, inspirations. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, brother. Thank you for the Murli. Baba says when you are full, you would not fluctuate or shake. Per se, it is very true when it comes to speech also. When we come into Vacha, it also shows once we are not full of knowledge while speaking on stage or while interacting with people, the tone of the voice itself keeps fluctuating. Possibly it was an indication to me that yes, something is not full. So it is akin to water in a pot. If the water is half filled, while carrying it fluctuates and make noise. So Baba says have fullness and wisdom in knowledge, then your stage would not fluctuate. Thank you.
Thank you, Vinod Bhai. Very nice.
Om Shanti. Today's Murli is full of Baba's treasures, like Baba moving from purity to royalty to what's this different ways in which purity can be seen. And he speaks about uh, the royalty and the reality is seen through our face, actions, and our behavior. And the experience that each one of us who had visited centers in Madhavan, um, whether it is people from Madhavan or sisters at this center, we experience this space of fab that is from sisters' face and their actions and the behavior. The experience that each one of us is left with is of unconditional compassion and love that's been showered. That is what I was getting. Then Baba speaks about the key of accumulating treasures. And one thing that Baba speaks in today's Murli is giving blessings and receiving blessings. And this is so practical for one to look at, though it may sound difficult, that people who are behaving wrong with us, whether it is at home or at work, it's very easy to get triggered. And the trigger will happen when we are not full. If we are full with these attainments of Baba's treasures, of today's Baba is talking about treasures of, he's talking about knowledge, remembrance, he's talking about the treasure of powers, virtues, and service. If you're full with that, then this trigger will not happen. The reason this trigger happens is because we get into a body conscious space. So the takeaway point here is when somebody is ill-treating us or behaving in a different way which is not expected, at that point of time, keeping our calm, keeping my calm and being stable, and bringing in forward the power of knowledge, that this is the journey of the soul, and this is my karmic account which is getting completed, which will allow me to be stable, and instead of getting triggered, give blessing to the other soul. And another thing that Baba speaks today is we are the soul going to be worship worthy, and those who are going to be worship worthy are givers. देवता आत्माएं हैं, तो देवता जो हो है वो किसी से दुख ले नहीं सकती. So not to take sorrow, not to give sorrow, but accumulate blessings and give blessings. A lot many points to be spoken, but the few things which touched me from today's Murli. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, everyone. Very beautiful Murli. I just want to take a bit of minutes today. Since 10 days, I was a bit indisposed. I was not well. So I took medicines, and then my son said, "My mommy, just check your oximeter." Right. So I just checked my oxygen level. It was about 67, 77, 78, that way. I was just so shocked. I'm just normal. I'm breathing well. Everything is okay. How is it that my oxygen level is gone so down? I just called my brother-in-law. He said anything below 95 is also alarming. So then my son said, "Mommy, just give the same oxygen meter to your papa and ask him to check his." The moment he put, it was 99. The moment I put, it is either 67, 77. And afterwards, it's just, I didn't show any reading at all. So I was just a bit worried. I just put on Baba's song, Mere Baba, Pyare Baba. Then something flashed me. I just called my sister's brother, who is a doctor in AIMS. He was also a bit this thing. Why was this reading showing? He said, he asked me to take a video, video of the oximeter in running stage. I just sent the video. Then he observed and he asked me to put it on all my fingers, both hands, and send me a video. I just sent it. Again, the readings were not proper. Then he asked me to change the oximeter. So I was just wondering at this time at 1 o'clock in the night, where will I get an oximeter? In the meantime, I was not panic at all. But in the meantime, I got ready for this oxygen cylinders and everything. I just inquired where it is available, where is it available easily. Then somehow I asked one of my close friends. So he came and gave me the oximeter. The moment I checked, it was 98, my Baba. There was some problem with the oximeter. When I was doing my meditation at 6:30, though just before that, my oxidation level was 95, something was making me to check my oxidation again and again. So this happened This was really a miracle. And I just thanked Baba. And afterwards, I asked my son, Baba, beta, dekho, this was my experience. You have to cling to something 100%. Either I don't say you come to Brahma Kumari or anything. You just believe in yourself 100%, something. So the answer he gave was, Mommy, please don't advise. We will, you advise something, Baba say, Papa says, you should be shrewd. You say you should be polite. You say there is no, I mean, so sincerity, there is no, I mean, aaj ke zamane mein kuch ye nahi hai karke. So please leave ourselves to our own. We will do what we want. So just now when I heard the Murli, it was written that don't advise. So what do we do in such situation? I just asked him, but एक ही पर नहीं, अपने ऊपर कम से कम विश्वास करो 100%. Was it right or not? Om Shanti.
Thank you, sister. Very nice experience. Thank you for sharing.
Would anyone like to answer Sandhya Ben's question?
Shanti, sister. Sister, the silence gave us a bit of ideas to speak, gather our thoughts. You know, Baba sometimes says it is not the time to advise anybody, but become Swaroop of it. So you have the idea to become somebody, you know, you said that you have to have faith in yourselves, cling on to something that gives you strength. So you have to prove it by becoming a role model of it, of what you just mentioned. You have something to already cling on to, which you have been proving us. You have been joining, you have been participating, but then just continue doing it. And once you become full, once you have all these treasures filled up, it will naturally flow on to the people around you. So the transformation in you would inspire him to believe. Once there are times of difficulties, when there are papers, when there are challenges in life, you should be ready then to give him. That time, it is only your stage at that point in time will matter. So, sister, continue doing Purusharth, things will fall in place. Thank you, Baba.
Okay, nice, brother. But do you think what advice I gave was wrong? Because at this age, at the age of 60, now I am getting this wonderful knowledge, which all these years I felt I've wasted, but of course, last so far past. But with our experience, do you think it is wrong to give just a piece, a line of advice, just to cling on to oneself, to our children? Because we are now experienced, we have so much of experience after coming to this university and as senior citizens, right? That is what I mean, because children are still young, right? They are very playful and the thing. So just a piece of advice is also not right, do you think?
So I will try to attempt this. Yeah, Indra, go ahead.
So what I was going to say, the experience that I have for the last 3+ months, okay, in my friend circle, kids, my own family, rather than giving advice, it depends on what kind of advice we're talking about. If we are talking about, the situation that you talked about it, on those basis, something that happens, I try not to give any advice. I just practice our 7 qualities or sanskars of our soul and say to Baba, they are pure souls, they are powerful souls, they are loveful souls. So I say those things, and which I do it every day, but at that time I might do it 1 or 2 more times, because that gives me a peace of mind Plus, that will help them too. Because nowadays, it's not the same thing giving advice on any situations to anybody. Unless the kids are 4-year-old, 5-year-old, that's a different story. So that's what I have been practicing. And to some extent that I have seen, even, my kids don't live, with us because they're far away. One is in South Korea, one is in California, and we are in Pennsylvania. So, and I can see little bit change, not to that level, because, I'm into this Gyan last only, 3 weeks or 4 weeks since I took the class. So that's what I do. I don't know if that'll work for anybody or if this is the right thing to say, but this is what I do whenever I see, or even something that I could do, get something done. Like today, I had a good experience. I'm dealing with something, and in the morning, Murli, Tina Ben said, where she talked about Moni Didi, that she said, when you talk to somebody and there's some issue or something, before you call somebody, say, Baba, this is what I'm going to do. This is the call I'm making. Just saying those few things, right? Couple of things, sentences, and see the things that are working. So I experienced that myself today. Even I did not do before, but I did it right after I called. And I can see that happened. That happened. Now, person can say either way, saying it's a coin, like 50-50. Okay, if I didn't do it, it was going to happen anyway. Well, that's the faith that we could have ourselves, to me. And if we don't have the faith in ourselves, then we can't expect anybody else to trust us on, and I did not, hear the whole Murli today. Forgiveness and mercy, that's what I started, listening, because I was in the other session. But that's what I do. I don't know if that helps or not, but that's what I do, for myself.
Om Shanti Sandhya Ben. So what I feel that, if you would see how Baba is changing us, Baba is changing us with the feeling of love. That is the primary thing. We have so many, vices, we have so many errors, so many faults inside. But Baba's love is, changing us. So as brothers and sisters have shared, just try to take Baba's love every day. Drench yourself and always feel that Baba is loving you. So for that, you just mute your mind. Don't think anything. Just sit with Baba and feel that love is coming from Baba to you. So when you will fill with that love, then the vibration which will radiate from you automatically will transform others. You don't need to speak, you don't need to talk, you don't need to give even instruction or direction. So it will be full of mercy and forgiveness, because Baba's love is with full of love and mercy and compassion, forgiveness, everything. So when we actually and accurately keep ourselves or set ourselves, tune ourselves to receive that love from Baba, the rest of the thing automatically happens. Rest of the things automatically be taken care. So just try to feel that love. We need love. Each and every soul needs love. Even Brahmin family also. The more you will drench in love, the more you will feel that yes, Baba is with you, Baba is loving you. You will have that sense of security. You will feel that you are constantly under Baba's canopy. Somebody is watching you, somebody is always with you. So when you have this feeling, then only you can feel that fulfillment. And when you are that fulfillment, you will feel that contentment. And with that contentment, in every action, your every words will heal others. So first, it's a journey to heal ourselves with Baba's selfless love. That is what is my opinion or ideas, whatever you say, whatever I have experienced in this journey so far. Thank you so much.
Adding on to what Vinod Bhai, Inder Bhai, and Rishmi Ben spoke, what are my takeaways on the question that Sandhya Ben is asking is, we are inspired about what we have got from Baba. And as the sisters and brothers spoke, It's not about getting inspired. It has been imbibing what is there, and it will reflect on others. The other point that Baba made in today's Murli is about ownership. The moment we own certain things is where we are opening up the doors of Maya. So you felt something to be spoken, you spoke about it. But then having a doubt of whether it is right and wrong is actually getting into attachment, uh, is what I see. I being a mother, I'm talking to my son with my experience. Why is it not listening to me? There is some kind of attachment that is showing me according to what I could hear from you. I may be wrong, uh, but dropping that thought completely and just focusing on imbibing those virtues will reflect and make that transformation. Um, that's something which I would want to share. Om Shanti.
Very nice. Thank you so much for sharing. And adding on to this, after this incident, the next day my son called me and said, Mommy, hats off to you. I've seen a lot of changes in you. The way you handle the situation alone without getting panicked, that I really appreciate, which I had not seen in you. So I said, it's just thanks to Baba. That's all. Om Shanti. I really had a wonderful experience. That instead of getting panic, I just handled everything, calling everyone, getting myself ready, right? Om Shanti.
Sarabhai, in interest of time, shall we move on to meditation?
Sure. Yeah.
So you are blessing us with your song, right?
Sure, Baba's song. Yeah, maybe we can listen to one Baba's song. तेरी याद में खो जाऊं, तेरी याद में खो जाऊं, ओ मेरे शिव बाबा, श्रीमत पर तेरी चलते रहे मेरे मीठे मीठे बाबा, मीठे मीठे बाबा, तेरी याद में खो जाऊं, तेरी याद में खो जाऊं, दो युग से ढूंढते थे मंदिर में मस्जिदों में, बन बन में ढूंढा तुझको, पर्वत पर कंदरों में, पावन बनाने आए, पूरा किया है वादा, तेरी याद में खो जाऊं, तेरी याद में खो जाऊं, तेरी याद में खो जाऊं. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, family.
Om Shanti Sarabhai for this wonderful meditation song and a beautiful churning and the Murli, which was rendered very well. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we shall continue the remaining part of the Murli on Monday. and we meet tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. This is a small announcement. Tomorrow's session is going to be about experiencing Brahma Baba's life. So we will all together go through that journey of Baba's experience in the Sakar life. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.